We are back with Naomi for professional lunch chat. Right now, we're gonna talk about some of the things that she loves at her job. Naomi, why don't you tell me three things? Tell me three things that you really love about your job, and give me example. I said three, but if you want, you can give me more. Of course, you can give me more. And I'm looking forward to the examples. To hear some of the examples that you can use to make that.
Okay. Three things. Working with my team, seeing the impact in the community of the work we do as a firm, and then just kind of storytelling. So I'll go back to my team. One of the things I love about kind of leading a team is that I did teach for several years early in my career, and I loved teaching. But what I discovered when I was teaching writing, what I really loved was the one-on-one time, coaching, mentoring. What I didn't love as much is bringing home stacks of assignments and long papers to grade and just kind of the endless grading cycle. But I really loved the coaching and the mentoring. And so when you're leading a team and you have a great group that's hungry to learn and hungry to grow and develop, it's really a lot of what you're doing is you're teaching, you're coaching, you're mentoring, you're giving feedback, constructive feedback, pointing them at resources, helping them get training, but just sharing your own knowledge, your insights, and just watching them grow. And then they bring their gifts to it as well. So to me, I love that relationship, and just watching someone grow and develop in their career and helping foster that. Another thing I really love is that because I'm working in a field that involves the world around us, the natural world, the physical environment, as well as the man-made environment, the civil infrastructure, I get to see the physical embodiment of the work that my firm does. So everything that I'm writing about or everything that I'm communicating about has a connection to the natural world. You know, we're helping to keep a lake clean. We're helping to protect our community from flooding. You know, we're helping to keep our drivers safe on the road, whatever it might be. I get to use it, I get to see it, I get to feel it. It's very tangible, and I get to see the direct impact on the community. And I get to be a user. Like I said, I really enjoy that side of it. The other thing I really enjoy is storytelling. And I had mentioned that earlier, that I think everything really in the world, our own identity, our field, whatever field you're in, everything in communication relates to storytelling. We're all trying to understand each other or understand a problem. So the better you can be at telling a good story and finding a way to resonate with someone, then the greater understanding you're going to have with them. If you can tell that story and make something come alive for them. So those are really the things that I love probably the most about my job.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So this is the part that I'm looking forward to now. The challenges. I want to know some of the challenges that, according to you, that are at the top of this field. You know, that feel free to give me examples, you know, on how you handle those challenges, you know, in the communication field, of course.
Right. I had mentioned difficult timelines. That's a big one, but I had mentioned that earlier. A couple others are, I would say there can be sometimes difficult personalities. And sometimes when you're working with technical staff that are really good at their niche in their field, sometimes it's hard for them to come out of that world a little bit to figure out how to communicate and interact with people that don't know about their expertise. And we always have people that need to know, that have less technical expertise, but need to know about that project or about that work. So sometimes it can be hard working with personalities that just don't have as much experience with that. They aren't as open to it. It might be new for them. I think in the engineering field, there really wasn't as much need to kind of do a marketing, sales, communication side to the work. A lot of times it was the technical work just kind of stood for itself, and they worked with technical counterparts at the client side. But these days we're in an information age, so there always has to be information going out to the public. The public is a participant in that type of work. And so it's just kind of shifting that mindset that it's not just about the technical details, it's about the community.
Yes.
How is this going to impact everybody? What should they know about it? What will they like about it? What might they not like? And how can we mitigate any kind of downside if there's going to be a road closure, for example, or something else that might be inconvenient? So just trying to deal with that can be challenging, because sometimes those things just come very naturally to someone in the communications field, but sometimes some people in the technical field get that naturally as well, but others may not.
Yeah.
And then one of the other challenges is that when you're a communicator in a technical field, a lot of times it's like you're a ghostwriter for the technical expert. And it's a lot easier to write or communicate about something or speak about something or even show it visually if you have that direct firsthand knowledge of it.
Yeah.
So I'm always a little bit removed. I'm not the engineer, I'm not the scientist, but I'm the one communicating about it.
Wow.
So I don't have the firsthand experience. I'm not with the client. I'm not out on site, but I'm the one communicating all that information to the rest of the world or the rest of the company or to other people at our client's organizations. So I'd say it's very challenging to communicate when you don't get to
Get the first-hand
touch
knowledge.
and feel
Yeah.
and
Yep.
see it all yourself directly.
Yeah.
So, one of the things I like is that because I am working a lot of times, my firm is on projects that are in the public sphere, sometimes I can participate as a volunteer. Sometimes I can participate as a taxpayer or a constituent. So there are other ways I can get engaged in the field, and I get to see another side of the same work that we're doing.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of, those are probably some of the top challenges.
In how, okay, at least the last one, how do you deal with not being, dealing with that firsthand? How do you handle those challenges when they come, when they come your way?
Right. I think, developing rapport with my technical staff and just being very candid. Once you develop a rapport and a friendship with them, a lot of times you can just be candid. Okay, I don't know what that means. How would the average person know what this means? We have to let's keep trying to find another way to explain this.
Yeah.
Or to, walk them through if it's a process and a lot of times, once you break it down, it can be communicated, but they have to take the time to educate you and you have to take the time to just be candid with them and ask them questions and try to pull the story out of them.
Wow. Very important. Very, very interesting. Well, Naomi, you have covered what you love about your job. You just told me about your how you handle the challenges. I know that I get a lot from this conversation, and I know the people who are going to listen, the professionals out there going to listen to this conversation will get to use some of the thing that you share with me today. I want to thank you so much for being with me for professional lunch. I enjoyed my food. I know you enjoy your food. I hope in the future we get to be in a different. We get to get together again for another professional lunch chat. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.